my fellow friends and followers, it's me, Retromania, and in today's video we are talking about 6 big reasons why you should consider RPGs, or you're already playing them and you just want validation why this genre is so amazing. And with this out of the way, let's jump into my 6 big reasons why you should play RPGs. Let's go! The first reason why you should consider RPGs, it's a really easy one. It's price to performance. The ever so growing prices of newer games and the broken state of the retro gaming market makes it harder and harder for people nowadays to afford many great experiences. So getting bang for the buck is a very important topic, and RPGs are definitely king in this conversation. Most RPGs are at least 50-hour long experiences, where some titles can go even over 100-hour long. Yes, 100 hour. For example, Persona or Xenoblade. Those games can take an eternity to finish, but make no mistake, although those games can be here and there slightly too long, they are filled full with content. Huge open worlds, thousands of main and side quests, interesting NPCs to talk with, material gathering, experience farming, discovering of new hidden areas, and. The size and scope of these games, it's definitely a positive, which should be pointed out. Reason 2 goes hand in hand with Reason 1 because of how long these games can actually be. Making stronger connection with set characters, it's easier. We learn more about them out and we start having emotional attachment to them. Imagine it like a really long TV series. Sure, movies are amazing, it can be amazing, but a movie is done like 1 or 2 hours, while a TV show can be like easy with all the episodes, seasons. It can out exceed easy 200 hours. You have more time to learn more about your favorite characters, and that's something the RPG genre has over all other game genre. And that's why I think this reason definitely deserves to be on this list. Strategy should be an obvious one, but still a reason nonetheless. I love making plans, strategy and certain builds to take down my enemies, be it in turn-based combat style, action-based combat style, or even tactical strategy RPG style. Or upgrade only certain parts of my skill tree because I cannot afford upgrade all of it, so I need make important decisions. I think games that force you make those decisions are much better than games where you can upgrade your full skill tree in your first run. It also adds more role-playing in your role-playing game, aka RPG, where each run is unique and where you need to make tactical strategic decisions. Or the fact that I need to buy certain armor, weapon or accessories to defeat certain enemies. For example, SMT4 played with the idea where armor had certain advantages against some elements and disadvantages against some other elements. For example, if you buy armor against fire what has fire resistance, it will break, it will be weak against ice because you get it fire resistance, weak ice, and so on and so on and so on. Or use certain magic skills abilities to take down your enemies and hit their weakness, aka their weak spot. Persona games play with this playstyle a lot, where hitting certain weaknesses grants you a all-out attack. This is something we can all relate to. It's a fun mechanic we all love to see in our games, and I hope it gets even more refined how time moves on. And talking about moving on, perfect transition, I know. Let's move on to reason number 4. Reason 4, it's music and art style. I don't think anyone can deny the timeless art style most RPGs have, and especially JRPGs, or the 10 out of 10 music. Obviously that's not the case for every single RPG, but most of them do fit the description of timeless music and art style. I personally prefer art style over graphics. Sure, you will maybe say now look at those graphically looking amazing games like The Last of Us, Death Stranding, Hellblade. Sure, they look amazing, but will they look amazing 20 years from now? And will you say the same thing you said now 20 years from now? Definitely not. Look at Paper Mario just as an example. Yes, this is a texture mod and the resolution was upscaled, but even the original release looks great, amazing, especially on a CRT. I don't have a CRT, so I did this trick, so yeah. Looks amazing. Or Persona 5 for example, it looks like anime in video game format. It's this timeless art style what makes me appreciate those games even more and makes me go back and play older games or replay games I have already played. And when it comes to the music, some of the best music in video game history comes from RPGs. Xenoblade Chronicles, for example, has an amazing range of incredible OSTs. If you don't believe me, here are some small examples. Or Or should I remember you guys who watched my top 50 favorite RPGs of all time, how I fanboyed over the Grandia OSTs. Grandia has some of the best OSTs I have ever seen. Here are some examples. Or the obvious pick would be Persona, with some of the best OSTs I have ever seen, and I would argue also some of the most unique OSTs I have ever listened. Listen to this, guys.
It's not a game, I'm not a robot, and I challenge you. I'm not a river in a dry land, the left is in a lost end, a heartbeat for a demon, a wedges in a strange land.
So yeah, I think both the art style and music is something the RPG genre can do amazingly well. But let's move on to reason number 5. And on reason 5 we have Fanbase. The RPG fanbase is a very huge and active one. Cause I'm a part of this fanbase, I can tell you guys firsthand that this fanbase is one of the best and most dedicated fanbases I have ever seen. And I have seen a lot of fanbases, a lot. Those people have no problem spend 300 grand on a new collector's edition. In some aspects they are maybe too much dedicated, to be completely honest with you guys. It's great to have fans of the genre helping you out, recommending you new games, or just to have somebody talk about your favorite games. This way you can experience new games you have never heard about, or you can experience old games you have already played with people who love this genre as much as you do. Obviously with a huge fanbase like this one you will always find bad apples, but honestly try not to get upset over toxic people. Overall, most fans of this genre are great and we welcome you with open arms. You can find those fan bases on YouTube, Twitter, Discord has a lot of them, Reddit as well, obviously forums, and so on and so on. So don't be afraid of joining those fan bases and start talking about RPGs. Replay value, it's my last argument why you should get into RPGs if you already didn't. Obviously every game and every genre has replay value to some degree, but RPG genre does it the best. One big reason why I say this, it's because most RPGs, or at least a good chunk of them, have multiple endings, multiple dialogue choices and multiple weapon classes, and so on and so on. This can drastically motivate you to replay a game you just recently finished. The fun part is, if the game was well made and has multiple dialogue choices and multiple endings, your replay experience of this game will be drastically different than the first experience of the same game. This is a big reason why I think RPGs stick with you forever. So yeah guys, this was my video about why you should consider getting into the RPG genre, and if you are already there, why is this genre so amazing. So yeah guys, what do you think about my 6 reasons? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know down below. And with this out of the way, I wish you all a wonderful day. Sayonara my good old RPG friends. Ciao, 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 ciao.